You guys don't get it, but that's who I come from. That's it. It ain't here anymore, man. They got older. Some of them passed away. I'm the kid who watched everybody show up, and and even if I was 13, 14, 15, I was stoned and I was digging it too. You got me stoned, man, and I was stoned and I was into it. I was into it. It wasn't about being a street urchin and just I'm gonna yo man and all this bullshit. I had so much respect and awe for what was going down. Being brought in with my Uncle Dennis, who introduced me to that stuff, my Uncle Joe, my older buddies, Tim. I was a kid and they were hanging out with me. They were 16, I was 13. I'm hanging out with them. It was awesome. That is living for me. This is the story I'm coming from. Jerry Kraus. I remember Jerry Kraus when he really did have a lot of long hair on him and a big mustache. I didn't know who he was when I first saw him, at the New Hartford Shopping Center just before he left the station. W.O.U.R 96.9 FM, Rock of Central New York. Jerry Kraus, he had short hair and he didn't have a mustache on. He looked like Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris out in real life instead of the guy in the movie. I remember because of my memory of him. My memory of Jerry Krause was a guy with the long hair, with the mustache there, the big mustache, Jerry Krause, and he's always had that laid back stoner ease with him, and that's what drew us to O.U.R. We wanted to be easy, we wanted to be into it, we wanted to party with you. That was how it felt. That's the truth. That's a historical, not a musicologist, but a historical factoid for local trivia and local shooting the shit. Is Jerry Krause with his long hair. Ask people about that. Do you remember O.U.R? That's a topics forum right there. .com. Topics.com. Do you remember Jerry Krause when he had long hair and a mustache, and he not the picture on the website or anything, but when we actually remember seeing him drinking those little plastic cups of brew on Genesee Street. That's what I'm talking about. So that was my son walking in. He's off from school this week, and I tried to take him out already this afternoon, but there's not much to do, so he's moping around. Anyway, so I'm going to draw influence and I'm going to draw strength from anything I can, and I'm going to try to not let everybody put my flame out, man. I got a lot going on, and I think I'm not acting. I don't believe I'm getting my situation together a little better maybe these days. I'll put it that way. And if this girl, doesn't, she's got other interests and things, well, you know what? I'm hoping somebody else comes around and talks to me, I'm not married, and I don't intend to be married, and I'm going to keep everything even. The only thing I hate is when I can't go swimming. Like yesterday, the pool was closed for President's Day, and I had to sit through the stiff, cold, achy, That's part of that video you saw me in yesterday with the hat on. I thought to myself, my God, what the hell do I look like? I don't look like that when I move around. I look like that when I've been sitting for a little too long in this apartment, because my apartment's on 60 degrees heat, and it's colder up here than you would think until after sitting here an hour or two. And I know I was sitting here yesterday for quite some time before I made that video, and it showed. It was like I was stiff and achy face and everything. Let alone I didn't shave. That's fine. But I physically have a discomfort issue going on that's been recently increased due to the post-surgery and post-carpal tunnel in general, just getting older. All right, so anyway, salute, everybody happy, but as best as you can be. Let me tell you something. There's so many great radio songs and moments and And I started to open my eyes a little bit about, walking into Barnes and Noble yesterday in the afternoon just for the purpose of meeting someone. And the possibilities are endless. And the only thing that's closing off around here and getting dismal and antisocial is me slowing down and not being able to pick myself back up. And I don't want to do that too much. And I'm definitely not going to entertain it and call it art. And if I do make a dirtier song or something, it's not going to be something that I'm going to try to emulate and repeat over and over again. Often, it's a feeling. It's shadow and light, right? All right, so that's about it. I hope. I like looking at myself in this picture, to be honest with you, today. A little bit more than I did yesterday. I like the idea that things are still chugging along.